We're starting to get some early answers on this year's big questions in the NBA season. And here to tell us what it all means are the experts. Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. I'm just your host, Ernie Johnson.
No one's an expert.
Huh?
No one's an expert.
Well, you guys try. Tonight, we'll see the Charlotte Hornets playing against the Washington Wizards. Well, for Washington, they're not satisfied with the record over the last 10 games. Under 500 basketball, just not good enough. Looking to improve tonight. And as we reach the midway point, Kenny, still a lot of games left on the schedule. How do players cope with the wear and tear their bodies go through?
Well, a lot of times.
Let's meet the starting lineup, the visiting Washington Wizards. At small forward, Jared Dudley. At the other forward position, Nene. At center, Marcin Gortat. At shooting guard, Bradley Beal. At the other guard position, John Wall. The head coach of the visiting team is the visiting team head coach. And let's bring out your bees! At shooting guard, 6 feet 7 inches. Number 10, Evan Fournier. At the power forward position, 7 feet, number 40, Cody Zeller. At forward, 6'7" from Kentucky, number 14, Michael Ken Gilchrist. Man in the middle, standing 6'10" from Prentice High School, number 25, Al Jefferson. The other guard, standing 6'2", number 19, Freak. Your home team head coach is Scott Skiles. Let's hear it for your Charlotte Hornets.
2K Sports presents the NBA Monday Night Basketball. It's coming right up. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. They come into this one after losing on Sunday.
Yeah, and the foul trouble. Coming down the stretch, you know, they didn't have the guys on the floor you'd like to have out there, nor could they be as aggressive on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and because of the foul trouble, they really didn't want to incur more foul trouble, so they backed off and became passive, and that's no way to play defense.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So on the floor for Washington, Nene and Gortat team up in the paint. The talented Wall and Beal team up in the backcourt, and it's Dudley in at the small forward position.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Here's Freak. Can't hit. Some solid defense there by Nene. We've seen a quick start here for the Wizards. It's a 5-point game.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
And it's good.
He's got so much junk in his trunk, he'll find a way to hurt you.
Now here's Wall. He's guarded closely. It's Beal on the wing. No one near him. And it's Freak with the rebound.
Yeah, and listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Pass to Fournier. Here's the three. And the rebound goes to Nene.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
Beal can't get it to go.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Here's Fournier. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. To the middle. Here's Freak. Gortat with the defensive effort.
They've had a cold start so far. Just 1 of 5 from the floor here early.
And Nene with the basket on the assist from Beal. Nene's got his first basket of the night.
They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
And if they match that effort at the defensive end, watch out.
The Hornets shooting their first free throws of the game.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
You know, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots.
And both free throws good from Freak.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Knocked loose and stolen by Freak. Jumps up. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Kevin, the Wizards head coach had a couple of moments for me. We talked about the impact players on these two teams, the ones who can take over a game single-handedly. And he told me that Michael Kidd-Gilchrist may already be in that category. He said he's a guy we've got to account for. He's just so relentless. If you're not ready to match his intensity level, he'll make you look bad. And Kevin, he said if they can limit his impact on the game, that will certainly help.
And thank you, Doris.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Beal with it. 26 points for him last game against New Orleans. And he gets it to go. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Here's Freak. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Now here's Beal. Not a lot of room. Nene, the screen. Off the screen. Beal can't get it to go.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Here's Freak. And again, the Hornets missing.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
And the shot is good. 7 points here for Beal.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this. And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Ladies and gentlemen, your Hornets James team.
So a whole new group on the floor now. Al Jefferson's checked in for the Hornets. Freak comes in for Jeremy Lin. And then for Washington, Gortat's checked in for JaVale McGee. Beal comes in for Jared Dudley. And it's John Wall in for Sessions. So on the floor for Washington, a great pair of Wall and Beal are at the guard spots. Then it's Gary Neal. Then it's Gortat. And it's Conley in at the power forward position. Wall dishes to Beal. Back to Wall. Tries it from 19. Beal can't get it to go.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Beal with another miss.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there. I really think that's the area they want to work the ball into, and it takes passing like that to get it done.
Payton passes to Freak, takes the 3. The shot misses. And Washington the other way now.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
On its way from Neal for 2. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Passes it to Freak. They set the pick. Off the pick. And there's the call on Marcin Gortat. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Zeller, he's checked in for the Hornets. Fournier comes in for Peyton. And a switcher also for Washington. Nene's checked in. Here's Freak. Washington with the rebound. And this is the first time matched up with the Hornets this season.
And two teams here that were evenly matched a season ago as they split the season series.
Yeah, they'd settle for 500 against most teams. Both squads win challenge, perhaps a way to put it, but one of them has got to win tonight.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And Beal kicks to Wall. Plenty of space. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Freak's got his 5th rebound in this one. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Pistons put on a show. He ended up with 34 points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. It was the kind of game that coaches love because he was a big factor in every play, it seemed.
Appreciate it, Doris. Thanks. Well, we've seen a lot of great players have a lot of great games, but that was something special.
And I love that no matter what approach they tried against him, nothing worked. I mean, he was ready for everything.
It makes you wonder what kind of defense they'll throw at him tonight. I mean, however they choose to play him, it's still going to take a special effort to keep him under control.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. And we finished one half of it. All right, the second half beginning in just a moment.
Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for Freak. 18 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
MKG and Zeller at the forward duo. Fournier out there with Freak. And it's Jefferson in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's the Hornets 5. Out to the right wing. Here's Nene. And it's Freak with the rebound. Freak's got 6 rebounds in the game. With the shot. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Freak's got the lead up to 10 now for the Hornets. Washington has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And here's Wall outside. That's good. Wall's got 9. The Hornets shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Now here's Freak, covered by Wall. And it's Freak missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And Wall with the slam.
And sometimes when you want something done, you got to do it yourself. That dunks the shot in the arm they need to really cut into that lead.
Well, Greg, it certainly got everybody on their bench up and off their seats and cheering.
Yeah, that could be an instant momentum shift. That certainly was a rim record.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Jefferson. Offensive rebound. Shoots over Beal. Shot's good by Jefferson. Jefferson's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up. Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feeling.
Wall wide open. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Hornets leading by 8. Inside, here's Kid Gilchrist. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
You know, down there in the low post is where you really want to create a lot of your offense.
It's Wall with the drive. Wizards passing it around. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Now here's Freak, covered by Wall. And here's Freak. He's got 23. Lets it go from deep. Rebound, Washington. Nene's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Shoots from 12. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. And that's 15 points for John Wall. Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Freak. Here's Kid Gilchrist. Some solid defense there by Nene. Wizards trail by 8. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third.
Looking at the game Beal has been having, 9 points and his huge assist tally makes it all the more impressive.
You know what? He's the catalyst.
Fourth quarter on the court for the Wizards. Nene and Gortat team up in the paint. All out there with Gary Neal. And it's Dudley in at the 3 spot. And he gets it to go.
Key buckets, and we know he delivers down the stretch.
Down low, here's Gortat, and good, coming off the assist by Wall.
You know, their field goal percentage is creeping up toward that 50% mark, which is a nice change from the first half.
And with their offense clicking and the score in their favor, they've got all the momentum.
And that one's good. Freak.
He's showing no signs of letting up here.
Washington has gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the 3-point shot tonight. Very respectable. There's a screen by Gortat. There's Neal with the 3. Can't get it to go. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. They've led by as much as 10. Freak with it. He's picked up by Wall. And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Freak. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. Fournier is checked in for Charlotte. Wall dishes to Nene. Feeds to Neal. Outside, Wall. Nailed from 3-point land. And the Wizards lead by 3.
You can tell they're much more comfortable here. They look at ease. It seems like it took them the entire half before they finally shook the cobwebs. They came out sluggish and didn't shoot it well in the first half at all.
Washington's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the fourth. Nene kicks to Dudley. It's tipped. It's stolen by Jefferson. 3 on 3. Here's Freak. Yes! And the foul. It's going to be on John Wall.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Washington's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%, 7 of 13 on 3s. The Hornets have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Now, Freak tried to bank it in, but he misses.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Wizards?
You know, one of the big stories has been the 3-ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
Yeah, but I also like the balance because they're doing a great job of getting inside and converting around the rim. I really like their aggressiveness.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
They're really doing a good job working hard to get inside and draw contact, a little more so than they did in the first half.
And defensively, if you're trying to battle back, you can't keep sending them to the line.
Outside, Wall. Shot, high post. Nene into the lane.
What are you doing? Stay down. Stay down.
The first one falls. Beal's checked in for Washington. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
All right, Charlotte, now over to the court for your viewing entertainment. The Hornets dance team, make some noise!
Here's Freak. To take the lead. That's good. Freak's got 16 points here in the second half.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker.
It's Wall with the drop.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, That could really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
And Beal kicks to Wall. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Now here's Freak, covered by Wall.
Move the ball. Sticking too much.
Now here's Freak. 5 to shoot. Lets it go from the wing. Cannot hit.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
It's Beal on the wing. He's covered by Kid Gilchrist. Offensive rebound. And Gortat kicks to Beal. Shot by Wall. They shoot again, and it's blocked. They recover it.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. Wizards making a switch here. Conley's checked in, and so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
And that's how you do it. Free throws can make a huge difference in a tight game.
There's Freak. They get it back. Washington's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the fourth. Dudley the pass to Wall. And he gets the bucket. Wall's got 16 points here in the second half.
You know, everybody seems to be sleepwalking out there on defense, and it's been that way, guys, ever since they came out of the halftime locker room.
And he gets it to go.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Hornets.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Yes, Kevin, over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Washington's head coach said to his team. As this game enters winning time, and it really could go either way, he wanted the chance to check in, make sure they're all on the same page, and sticking to the game plan to close it out. Kevin?
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
And the foul called on Freak. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2.
We've seen John Wall handling his business. 22 points, and he sprayed home 3 3-pointers as well.
This is really production personified from long range. The job well done at the line on that possession. They'll make things a little easier on themselves if they can convert those.
Kicks it to Freak. Fires for 3. No luck.
They're really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
The defensive backboard has been controlled. They have not allowed a lot of second chances. It's been about one and done for the most part. And I'm not talking about leaving Collins.
Yeah, I know you're not. That's a bunch of good rebounding taking place there, boy.
Good. Here's Wall. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. That's good.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Guys, a critical time for them in this ballgame.
No room for mistakes right now.
Here's Washington now. 6-point lead, and that's an intentional foul. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he ends up making the second, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And Clark, maybe at this point, not much of a chance for a comeback.
I don't think it's going to happen, partner.
Yeah, you got a better chance of walking through a lion's den with pork chop underwear on.
Greg went deep for that one.
He did, but I'm hungry now. Here's Beal. And so Washington takes the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother him. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, first off, John, congratulations on this win. Is the type of tandem that we're seeing with you and Bradley Beal and the performance you had here tonight hinting that this may just be the best backcourt in the league?
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, John Wall. He found his rhythm in the second half, and there was no stopping him then. He was locked and loaded. What'd you notice about his performance, Kenny?
He had a very nice night from the field tonight, shooting over 50%. That smooth, soft touch was working for him tonight. No matter how tight the D played him, he was still shooting it right in their face.
There are two. And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson.